It's time for bookkeeping, beer, and BS. I want to hit one more thing about, I was talking about like the no-show, the no-show culture that we have. Here's why I believe that's happening. These kids are applying to 30 jobs in about 3 minutes. I'm sure you guys have had this happen where somebody has applied and when you reach out to them, they're like, who is this? What job is this? They don't even remember applying to your job. That's not because they're a terrible person. It's because in digital recruiting, they literally applied to 30 jobs that seemed interesting in about 3 seconds, right? So you try to chase them down and they're not, you've done nothing memorable for them yet, right? They have the leverage. You don't have the leverage. You need to do something memorable for them. So yeah, they're not always going to get back to you. They might ghost you. They might not set up an interview. Let's say 20 of them want to set up an interview. So you get 20 interviews, only like 5 people actually show up to your interview, right? Like there's a huge no-show rate to interviews. Again, they signed up for 20 interviews and they don't have a calendar, right? They're in their 20s. They don't have a darn calendar. So yeah, they no-showed you. They no-showed a whole bunch of people. They went to a few of the interviews, but your job wasn't memorable enough to be the one that they went to. Your job ad wasn't memorable enough for them to have chosen your interview over somebody else's interview. So they no-showed yours. The same thing happens then when they no-show to the first day of work and you never hear from them again. They accepted 5 jobs. They went to all these interviews. They accepted 5 jobs. They're just waiting to see which of the 5 jobs they end up accepting that they actually want to go to. So they're going to pick one, but every time they no-show, they're not going to go get back to the 10 interviews they didn't go to or the 20 interviews they didn't go to or the 4 jobs that they didn't take. They're just going to go pick the best one. They're not going to stay there forever. In this labor market, it's as like fluid as any labor market we've ever seen. Like turnover is high and it's going to stay high because people, this generation does like to jump around and get different experiences and try different things. It's lifestyle for them, right? So if you want to go find the best employees and keep the best employees, you need to do memorable stuff. You can't just have the same job ad and same job description that everybody else has. You can't have the same interview process that everybody else has. You can't have the same job that everybody else has because it's not memorable, right? It's not meaningful. It's not going to change their lives. So I think taking that onus on ourselves to say, like, how do I make my thing memorable along the way so that I'm the interview that they show up to, I'm the job that they show up to. I think that's super important.
And on top of that, Dan, what makes you sticky, right? What makes you unique with benefits, all that stuff. It doesn't have to be 401k if you're a smaller company, but I think we talked about this in the past, gym memberships, what other perks come with your company that you can offer that is something that nobody else is doing in the community. So Be creative with that stuff too.
Yeah, I know a lot of companies that are doing more and more like company events for their employees, like even like as much as like once a month.
Cookout.
Yeah, just doing something
simple.
It's and we know this with our clients. Relationships are sticky. Like in bookkeeping, we try to have great communication and great relationships with our clients because relationships are sticky. Who gives a shit who your bookkeeper is? But when as a person that you know and like, that is sticky, right? And the same thing goes with our employees. Like if we're doing cool stuff with them and if they have relationships with not necessarily with us as like their buddy, but with their coworkers and stuff like that, like that creates a sticky situation where they want to be there. If it's just a transaction, super easy for people to leave and go find a replacement transaction that pays more money because somebody out there is paying more money. It's the relationships in the company that are the sticky part, the culture. Hey, what's up, business nerd? Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you learned a heck of a lot watching that episode. Do me a favor, subscribe right down here. And if you really like what you saw, you got more goods right here. Check out this one or check out this one and do this. Go subscribe. Appreciate you. Work smarter, work harder, go earn yourself some pride. Catch you on the next one.